Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back once again. It's me, MOLT. Super stoked to be here with you guys today to share with you the newest game from Supercell, Rush Wars, guys. It is launching in beta, so that means it'll be in Canada, Australia, some other places. There'll be information down in the description for that, but we're just going to kind of go over the gameplay today, show you guys what's going on, hop into it, give you some basics so that when you download it, you're kind of able to understand things. It's a mix of Clash of Clans and Boom Beach with a lot of new things that we've never seen before. One of my favorite things about the game so far is the fact that it is a completely new IP. So we've never seen any of these characters before. A lot of their abilities may represent some that we've seen elsewhere, but it's just really cool because we have all of these new units to use, all these new defenses, all these new airdrops and things like that. There's just a lot going on in the game, so we're going to try and basically cover most of it today, again, so that as you guys jump in, you can get after it. Why don't we go ahead and start off with an attack, because everybody loves attacks first. That's what you guys want to see. So we hop in here, we have our attack squad. Up at the top, you can see that we are at 0 out of 6. Each of these units costs different things. You can see that in the bottom right of them. So if I want to use this plumber van, which is hilarious, if I want to use that, it's going to take up 2 of the housing space. So the plumber van is kind of like a moving spawner, if you will. It'll drive in and drop off units. So I would love to have those in here. I would also love to have a bazooka, who is just 1 unit. So I'm going to actually grab 2 of those. And then I'll go ahead and grab some of these shield guys. And I might actually get rid of one of the bazookas, and we'll bring some of the little ladies right here who fly, the jetpacks. So they're pretty crazy. And we also have a spell that we can grab right here. So we can either use a heal spell, or we can use the microphone, which is like a rage or a haste spell. And then we have this arcade that you just drop on people. It does damage. It's really cool. But I think what we're going to go with is actually the heal spell, because currently our commander that we have right here is the coach, and he has an ability that is the megaphone. So it's the exact same as the other thing that you would drop off that gives you more haste, it gives you more speed. Really, really cool. We can go down here and attack and get after it. No waiting on troops to train up or anything like that. You can just get right into it, which is such an amazing thing, because a lot of times you don't want to have to wait. You want to be able to play right now. And the fact that they've done that is really, really good. So we're going to head in here against Alvaro. A lot of you guys know who he is. We already have our commander down here kind of hanging out. We want our units to be close to him since he does have that ability. So we're going to drop them off somewhat close. We're going to put these 2 shield guys in the front. They're kind of like the guards in Clash Royale, so you guys can have a reference. So they have their shields that help them out, that protects them. We're going to set a bazooka back here in the back so that he's able to do some damage from long range as the commander is in front. We are going to drop off our plumber van in the front as well. It's going to drive in there. It's going to get aggro from some of the units, and then it's going to move on. Now, the biggest thing we need to pay attention to is the fact that he has a rocket truck over there that does a lot of splash damage. So it's a good thing that we have our healers, because we are definitely going to need those. I'm going to go ahead and actually drop off the jetpack ladies up here. And now that we're ready, we can start. Otherwise, it would start in just a couple seconds. And you can see they're all going to move in here. And right as they get here, I'm going to go ahead and rage them all up using his abilities so that they can get in there and do some good damage. And we'll go ahead and heal right there as well, right as they're about to go down. You can see the jetpacks up at the top doing really, really good damage. Our commander's doing a good job. We're pushing through this base. He does still have a mortar left. We are totally fine. As you can see, we pretty much just wiped him out. No problems whatsoever moving through there. They're heading over to get that last star so that we can get gold, we can level up, we can get those trophies, all that kind of stuff. Flawless victory right there. We got loot, we got XP, and then at the bottom you can see we are at 3 out of 5 of our boxes. So that's like the chest mechanism in the game. We already have one down here that we can actually go ahead and open up, and you guys can see what it looks like when you get things from there. And then we also can collect our gold right there from that previous battle. Now we're going to head over to our gold mine. So something that's really cool about gold mines in this game is that there's a lot of different options for them, but you also only have that base for 24 hours. So on the top left, you can say it says defend for 23 hours and 59 minutes, and everyone has a different one. So it's really cool because you have to know a lot about the game, you have to know a lot about the mechanisms and things like that, and not everyone's going to be using the same one, which can be kind of annoying if you have to face the same base layout all the time. Every 24 hours, it's going to be changing, so people have to adapt to all those changes, which makes it really cool. So we have our 3 towers here. here, I'm going to go ahead and throw a mortar right over here because, as you can see, it pretty much targets every single thing within the base. It's going to be doing a lot of good damage for us. And then we're going to throw the plumbers right over here, which are hilarious. The plumbers actually spawn plumbers from that hole. They come out and they fight. It's like a skeleton trap or anything like that you guys have seen. So we've got a spawner there. We've got our mortar over here. We can head over to troops and drop off some troops also. One little trick you can do is you can take things that target like defensive units or buildings, which would be our gorilla here, and he's going to do big damage to people. So normally if you were using him to attack, he wouldn't attack people, but in this sense, he can help you defend. So we can throw him down right there. He's going to be pretty tanky. He's going to do a good job for us. And we can drop off our little bazooka guy back here, and we are only at 7 out of 9. So we actually have a good amount that we can still use. You can use walls. You can use so many different units. Again, we can head over to defenses and throw down some more defenses. But what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to probably grab the pitcher right here, and she is going to, I'll throw her right here. So she's kind of like a mortar as well. She throws a little ball that blows up kind of like the bomber. So she's really good. She'll be there, and then we have one more unit that we can use, and I think that I'm going to use a shotgunner. So this guy right here, he's not called a shotgunner, obviously. We just got our hands on the game, so we don't know all the names yet. But he has a shotgun. He does big damage up close, kind of like the hunter. So we're going to save that. And now that's going to be active for 24 hours for me. People are going to be attacking it when I'm not online, when I am online, whatever. They're just going to be attacking it. And you can get stars and gold and all that kind of stuff on defense as well. So the game isn't only based on attacking. There's also a big part of it on the defense side. So if you're someone who likes building bases or anything like that more so than attacking, then you have this within the game, which is really cool. All right, so let's go ahead and get into another attack here. We've got our coach, our commander, all healed up. I'm going to actually go ahead and click on him so I can show you guys what he says, but he's always referring to himself in the third person. Coach believes in shouting first and asking questions later, said coach. Ability, boost your units, attack speed, and movement speed. So again, that ability is really cool there. You have a lot of different commanders that you can unlock as the game goes on, which is really cool. You can bring them in with you, unlock all these different spells. This one's actually pretty cool. It's invisibility. Your troops can go invisible and attack, and it's crazy. But let's go ahead, get some other things working for us here. This time I think I will go ahead and bring in the rocket truck because it does crazy DPS. Obviously, it shoots a little bit slower, but we have that in the back. The crazy thing is it takes up 3 housing space. So you have to use some cheaper units in front of that in order to make it really worth it. Because if you have too many big things, if you only have 2 big units that can't attack quickly, they can get swarmed again and get taken out pretty quickly. So I'm going to go ahead and use, again, the plumber truck right there as well, the plumber van. And then we'll go ahead and grab some shields to throw in front there. And then this time, since I have coach, again, maybe I'll do this and I'll still bring this haste spell so that we can just go after it here and absolutely crush. So we'll go ahead and get this attack going and get after it. But as always, guys, down below, comment, let me know how you're feeling about the game. Let me know how you feel about the strategy potential and all that kind of stuff, because I think that there's a lot of potential here, obviously on offense and defense, that everybody gets to experience, and the fact that it's constantly changing is really, really cool. So this guy has a mortar. He's got a little gun in the bottom. And he's got that plumber hole over there. So biggest thing for us is that we definitely want to try and take out that mortar before the plumber van goes down. So I'm going to have coach a little bit further back here, and we'll throw our rocket truck right here, and then we are going to do plumber van a little bit further back because it's a little bit faster. So we want the mortar to grab aggro on the truck first so that those can go up top and spawn, and then we'll have another wave of things right here as well. And I'm actually going to go ahead and put coach with him, and we'll use his ability on that. So let's go ahead and start right here. As you can see, again, it is going to gain that aggro right here, and now we'll go ahead and rage that up. And I'm going to go ahead and rage all of this up here as well and try and get it through. You can see those plumbers coming out of that van. The rocket truck's doing a good job. The mortar's down. His little sewer hole over there is spawning and doing some actually pretty good damage. So we're going to have to hope that our rocket truck takes all these guys out. You can see some of them going up towards the top of the base to take that out, which is going to be bad for us. Here we go. Now that they're coming down, we're able to take them out. And then hopefully... All right, let's hop into one more attack here before we end up the video. I'm going to be using the plumber vans again, and we are going to have the jetpacks as well. And we've got our coach coming. We've got our heal spell. We're going to go ahead and attack, get into it, see what we can make happen. The plumber van is one of my favorite units just because it's super fun and they swarm really well. You just have to be careful if you're facing mortar decks. If you're facing a base with a mortar on it, you have to be able to prevent them from targeting all of that. So this one actually should be pretty interesting. He doesn't have a mortar, but he does have 3 bazookas down. This is Kairos. So this is going to be an interesting one for sure. I'm going to try and overload this whole top area. We'll throw in our jetpacks up there as well. And then down low here, we're going to go with another plumber van right there. And we're going to go ahead and start. We're going to get this going, see if we can get in here quick enough. Now, one thing that I didn't pay attention to up at the top is the fact that that wall is over there, which is not good. So we're going to have to go ahead, and I missed that completely. That heal spell was completely wasted. I totally messed up there. Our commander is down at the bottom, though, and he was able to get one of the stars for us, but now we're going to go down. So that's actually a really, really good base by Kairos right there with both of those bazookas there. They're doing a good job holding it down. We've got a ways until our next box. But again, we're doing good over here with our base. So again, guys, comment down below. Let me know how y'all are feeling about everything, how you're feeling about the game, what you think about it, the graphics. I feel like it's really well polished. I'm really excited for all the different forms of strategy that we get to implement into it. Very, very excited about it. Thank you so much for watching. You guys are the best. I'll see you on the next one. Peace out.